boss. Let's go over the situation again. We've got another parasite outbreak in the laboratory on the quarantine platform.
What is this?
No idea.
Damn it! Huh? What the? Shit! Stay back! Stay
back! We've sealed
Génial.
all the exits to keep it from spreading. No one's getting out.
Ok.
One of the researchers inside managed to isolate the parasite behind the outbreak.
J'aurais dû prendre une
He
douche.
faxed over his findings. Code Talker's analyzing them now.
Why this new outbreak, despite our inoculation?
Mm.
This is still unclear. Introducing the Wolbachia to the infected prevented symptoms during the last epidemic.
Ouais.
The parasites lodge in the victim's throat, forming a mating pair. But the Wolbachia turns the male to female. Two females can neither copulate nor lay eggs.
That's why the rescue team went in with more Wolbachia. But the outbreak still isn't under control.
They should not be capable of laying eggs. Yet, we have a new outbreak. And the Wolbachia have no effect.
Et ça pue.
I pray this is not some new strain. If it is,
then someone may have brought it here.
La souche anglaise.
There's a spy running around.
Putain.
for now, we must focus on discerning the outbreak mechanism. The cases show another alarming new development. It is now even more difficult to tell who is infected.
Alors on sait maintenant qu'il y a 2 personnes qui ont la souche anglaise.
Propagate out of sight.
Quiet
External symptoms. One who appears healthy.
et Eli.
On the inside.
What the hell happened in there? Boss, I still can't raise the rescue team I sent in. We know how to proceed if we just knew how to ID the symptoms. Finding that out is part of your job in there.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y aurait? Tu veux faire un câlin? Tu veux faire un câlin? Bon. Je suis plein de sang, c'est génial. Alors, une souche. Est-ce que ce serait la souche anglaise? Ça ferait chier. Surtout que il s'est barré, donc c'est peut-être pas. Enfin, ça m'étonnerait que ce soit lui, sauf s'il a inoculé à quelqu'un avant. Quiet est encore là. On sait que c'est les deux qui auraient pu être porteurs de. Enfin, on sait que Quiet est porteuse de la souche anglaise, c'est sûr. Eli, on sait pas s'il l'a inoculé à quelqu'un ou s'il l'a gardé au cas où. Donc ça pue.
Where's it coming from?
Unknown. It cut off before we could get a fix. It all makes sense. Think he means the parasite?
Tellement de corbeaux. Soirée sur Outer Heaven. Sur
Hopefully he can tell us something.
Shadow Moses.
We'll have to close the tent behind you, boss. Don't think the infection's airborne, but find the source of that transmission, boss. Find our man.
You never know.
Avec sa masque à gaz complètement stylé. Alors c'est plutôt classe l'affichage du director au moment où la porte elle se ferme. Ça j'aime beaucoup. Donc là on est dans le grand bâtiment hein, de la quarantaine. Hein. Là où on a vu où il y avait des corbeaux en haut.
What is it?
Something sweet. I can smell it even through the mask.
The rescue team reported that too. Said it smelled like ripe fruit.
We cannot allow the infection to spread. If anyone shows symptoms, you must put them out of their misery.
Super.
That includes me.
Guess the parasites killed him. Don't touch him. He's covered in blood.
Bordel.
Staff member has died.
Stay back!
He's got a mask. He's with the rescue team. And the guy from before.
Et merde.
Was that more of the message? We'll try to clean it up.
Staff member has died.
Putain. Ok, ok. Fais pas le con, fais pas le con, fais pas le con, arrête, ose se...
Staff member has died.
Putain.
Boss!
Ça va?
He's wearing a mask. He's part of the rescue team. Looks like he's not the one who sent the message. I'd like to hear what he has to say, but you need to keep going.
Ouais. Putain. Attends, toi aussi je vais te marquer parce que... Ça va?
Another transmission.
Lui il est mort. Alors là j'en viens. Excusez-moi, je suis assez calme, mais c'est une séquence plutôt
I
intense.
have analyzed part of the data that was faxed out. It appears even those who barely spoke became symptomatic. This must be some kind of mutation.
D'accord. Donc c'est pas la souche anglaise alors. Ok.
Staff member has died.
Qu'est-ce que t'as fait? Putain mais arrêtez de vous entretuer. D'ailleurs ça me fait penser, je crois que le silencieux c'est pas vraiment utile. Ah j'ai droit à mon flingue aussi. Putain. Ça va, mec?
Boss,
What the hell happened?
at least you're okay.
What's going on?
I win. I'm no snail.
C'est fou, ils le vénèrent, ces hommes.
Damn it.
Ils sont prêts juste à mourir pour lui, quoi.
So he sent the transmission. Seems like he had a way of IDing who's symptomatic. But what was he trying to say? Snail. Yes, of course.
Quoi?
It all makes sense now. Do not let anyone showing symptoms get outside. As infection progresses, it triggers an overwhelming urge to get out in the open. That's the parasite controlling them. Once outside, the birds will feed on infected bodies, spreading the parasite on land.
Merde, c'est pour ça qu'il y avait autant de corbeaux.
The whole world will be infested.
Et merde. Personne n'a pensé à verrouiller cette porte. Pas le choix. Ah, sauf que la mission elle est pas finie. Hein. Elle est loin d'être finie.
You have to shoot, boss. We can't let them outside. Damn it.
Désolé les
Can't
gars.
allow any contagious
Mission
That's it.
info staff member has
That's
died.
good. You still have those goggles.
Ouais.
If you see a glow in someone's throat, that means they are infected. And all you can do is give them a quick
Je
death.
lui ai arraché la main. Ah non, elle s'est tordue. C'est bien foutu. Bon. Les goggles.
He's infected. Kill him, boss. We can't save him now.
Member has died. Member has died.
I'm sorry.
Ouais bah moi aussi je suis désolé putain.
Member has died. Member has died.
You just
C'est pas le moment Emmerich. C'est vraiment pas le moment.
Emmerich, what the hell? Nobody asked for your opinion. You expect me to just stand by and watch this?
Member has died. Member has died. Staff member has died. Member has died.
Je suis désolé les mecs, j'ai pas le choix.
Member has died.
Il s'est barré lui.
Member has died.
Tais-toi putain.
Member has died.
J'ai pas vraiment le choix là.
Member has died. Member has died.
Tais-toi. Je crois que c'est pas assez dur. Là. Je suis désolé mec.
Member has died. Member has died. Member has died.
Avec en plus la respiration de Big Boss.
Kill me, boss!
Je suis désolé. Tais-toi putain.
That's not the big boss I knew.
Tais-toi, sérieux. C'est pas toi qui dois le faire.
They're going outside! No, we're dead anyway. Boss! Boss! Hey! Let's let the boss listen. We live and die by your order, boss. Boss!
Ah, quand je vous disais qu'il serait prêt à mourir pour Big Boss. Cette mission elle est hardcore.
Member has died. 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 Staff member has died.
Hang on, boss. Is he wearing a mask? He might not be infected. Examine him with those
Je
goggles.
sais pas, je vois pas. Déjà, je vais prendre la cassette. Et le tableau de Peace Walker, évidemment.
Carry the rescue team member to the exit. He's the only one not infected.
Oh, putain. Un seul survivant.
Map has been updated.
Thank you. Got a survivor. Unlock the door. Wait. I don't think I made it out.
T'es sérieux?
What? You just checked him. Could it have progressed this quickly? Boss, take another look at him with the goggles.
Putain.
Analysis complete.
I don't believe it.
Maybe it got in through my wound. They're waiting now. All of them. Do it.
suis vraiment désolé.
Please, boss.
Staff member
I'm
has
sorry,
died.
boss.
Moi aussi. Demandez à tous les mecs qu'on fait, toutes les personnes qui ont fait cette mission la première fois. C'est dur. C'est très très bien trouvé. Ouais, ça c'est la forme de démon à son paroxysme. Vous voyez, la longueur de la corne. Ouais, tu m'étonnes qu'on n'a pas de notes. Ça va être intéressant à lire. Diplôme de maître. En marquage. Donc c'est la mission qui fout les boules, hein. Clairement. Surtout qu'elle est suivie d'une cinématique géniale. Avec le thème de Peace Walker derrière.
There's nothing we could have done for them. We're all grateful, boss.
Si tu crois que ça me soulage. Je viens de buter des membres de ma famille. Parce que c'est complètement sa famille, à Big Boss, hein, pour le coup. Hein. C'est ses enfants, c'est ses frères. C'est des parties de lui, techniquement, ces soldats.
It's your fault! They're dead because of
Putain,
you!
tais-toi.
What? He's right. I killed him with my own hands.
They were on your side! I'm on your side! And you turned them all to ashes!
They wanted you to shoot. It was that or be burned alive. Come on. Let's get this over with. Wait.
won't scatter your sorrow to the heartless, see? I will always be with you. Plant your roots in me. See you end as ashes. You're all diamonds.
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
Ça c'est génial.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs.
Oh, cette mission, j'ai beau la refaire et la refaire et la refaire et revoir la cinématique à chaque fois, c'est toujours très difficile de contenir l'émotion. Hein. Je vous avoue, c'est chaud. C'est vraiment bien foutu. Je pense que si Konami font vraiment ce qu'ils veulent, genre ouais, on va refaire un Metal Gear parce que le 5 il a bien marché, on va bien se marrer. Sincèrement, on va bien se marrer quand on va voir ce qu'ils ont fait.
Mission list updated.
I don't know how you do it. All I could do was obsess over revenge, doubting my comrades along the way. But even after all we've accomplished, the phantom pain never let up. No. If anything, it just got worse. But you understood that from the start, didn't you? From the moment you opened your eyes in that hospital, you knew it wouldn't go away.
Bah oui.
That you've been fighting the pain and confronting your phantoms the whole time. Knowing full well the battle would never end, not till the day you die. I respect that now, more than ever. It's an honor and a privilege, Big Boss.
Et donc voilà, du coup on a plein de photos. Il y en a même en haut là. Hein. Elles sont plus dures à voir, mais en gros c'est les photos liées aux missions, ça, principalement. Et donc maintenant on peut voir que sur l'écusson Diamond Dogs, il y a un petit diamant, vous voyez, qui scintille. Et au début j'avais pas fait gaffe. J'avais fait la mission et tout, puis au d'un moment j'avais vu le diamant, j'ai dit ah c'est cool. Et j'avais pas fait gaffe que c'est à partir de cette mission là qu'on l'a. Donc on va écouter les cassettes liées à ça.
After exposure to the blood of a symptomatic colleague, I found myself making my way up the stairs to this room. And I am not alone. Everyone who's infected, we've all come up here wanting to get outside. I know full well I mustn't leave, given the possibility I'm infected. Yet, I can't contain this urge I feel inside me, like the alcoholic who tries to make any excuse for one more drink. Every step I took up those stairs filled me with this sense of bliss. I still have all my wits about me. It took no time at all to rewire the electronic lock and open the emergency exit. Then, just as I was about to set foot outside, I finally realized what was going on. This desire for freedom, is not my own, but that of the vocal cord parasites inside me.
Ouais.
They want the ravens to feed on us, pecking us to death, attracted by these sweet secretions. They have mutated to facilitate this. The sweet smell is powerful enough to attract even a species with such a weak nose. So, before the parasites take complete control, I must. Most of the staff in here are already infected. At least, everyone I've looked at is. Infection with this parasite causes a high fever in the pharynx. I have modified a pair of night vision goggles to react only to this temperature range. With these goggles, you can identify who is infected. Other infected will, like me, feel compelled to make it outside. If the ravens get their meal, they'll head for land next. That cannot be allowed to happen.
C'est quoi la troisième du coup? D'accord, ok, oui. Gros fils de pute. On est parti pour un peu de lore jusqu'à la fin de la vidéo.
The parasites infecting our men in the laboratory laid their eggs straight away. The larvae were eating their lung tissue almost immediately. What kind of mutation was it?
Those who were infected and cured still carried the vocal cord parasites in their throats. They were still there, but the males had been rendered female by the Volbachia, and copulation could not occur, so we thought. But it is the Volbachia that mutated.
Not the parasites?
You remember I told you the Volbachia attempts to maximize its number of female infected hosts?
Yes, hence the male-to-female transformation.
Precisely. But other Volbachia strains use different methods. Cytoplasmic incompatibility, killing the males, and parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis? Aphids? Aphids use that to reproduce via females only.
Very good. The females lay their eggs without a male present, creating clones of themselves in explosive numbers.
D'accord.
Parthenogenesis was originally a means for an organism to take maximum advantage of abundant resources by increasing its numbers. Certain strains of Volbachia force this to occur, to create more and more infected females.
And that's why our men develop symptoms in the blink of an eye.
Volbachia, causing parthenogenesis, is common in parasitic wasps. Of course, the Volbachia I introduced to you men did not have this characteristic.
Mais alors comment?
But I believe the mutation, whatever it was, caused it to force parthenogenesis in its host, the vocal cord parasites. The Volbachia we used to prevent egg laying became the agent of limitless reproduction.
There's something else. The symptomatic infected in the laboratory all wanted to get outside, even knowing there was napalm waiting for them out there. You said the parasites made them act that way, but parasites controlling humans. Is it possible?
Oh oui.
Parasites altering the host's behavior is a common occurrence in the world of nature. Long ago, the vocal cord parasites had this ability, but even I never foresaw they might control humans. Until I heard the things your man said.
You mean the researcher on the top floor? The bit about, I'm not a snail.
Yes. Among parasitic worms, there is a genus called Leucochloridium. that uses snails as intermediary hosts. As you know, snails prefer dark, gloomy environments. But once parasitized by leucochloridium, they desire to be in the light. And that is not all. The parasitic worms thrust themselves into the snail's antennae, making them swell to abnormal size. The snail, meanwhile, frantically wiggles its antennae as the parasites squirm inside. The swollen, wriggling antennae soon resemble a caterpillar.
Ah, et ça attire les prédateurs.
I don't get it. It is so they can be eaten by birds. Leucochloridium needs a bird as its definitive host. To breed, they require their snail host to be snapped up by a predator. So they make the humble snail appear to be a delicious caterpillar and lead it to somewhere in open sight. So you
La nature, c'est un truc de fou quand même. Ça c'est des vrais trucs, hein, c'est pas des conneries.
So the birds could pick at them. The parasites altered their mental state, making them crave higher places.
Ça c'est pas des conneries. Hein. La toxoplasmose, ça fonctionne comme ça. Hein. Moins chez l'être humain, mais chez l'animal, ça fonctionne comme ça.
Before the ancestors of the vocal cord parasites infected humans, their hosts were birds. What we saw in the laboratory was some throwback to that time. The parasites attempting to make birds their intermediary hosts.
It sounds insane.
A praying mantis that is host to a parasitic hairworm will dive into water and drown itself, just so the hairworm can lay its eggs in water. Rats infected with Toxoplasma gondii lose instinctive caution and run right up to cats. Just some of the many ways parasites control the host.
But we're humans. Surely our minds are too complex for that.
C'est pas un problème d'esprit, c'est le cerveau.
Free will is what makes us human, so it never occurred to me that the parasites could be controlling the symptomatic. But the mood, the will of a person can be easily affected by the balance of their cerebral substances. Take the toxoplasma I mentioned. It does infect humans, and it is thought the infected develop a more reckless attitude.
But to think that mutations occurred in both the Wolbachia and its parasite hosts.
Your observation is most apt. Both mutations occurring at once in
Oui, ça c'est bizarre.
presence of a powerful mutagen.
I see.
Ça c'est bizarre.
Keep working on narrowing down what it was.
Oui, parce que même si on a le libre arbitre, tout ça, notre cerveau il est quand même réduit à des pulsions électriques et de la production chimique. J'en veux pour preuve le nombre de personnes qui sont dépendants à la nicotine dans le monde, par exemple. Pourtant, ils ont leur libre arbitre. Et il y en a vraiment énormément qui n'arrivent jamais à s'arrêter de fumer. Donc bon. Alors, raison pour laquelle la mutation du Wolbachia a été facilitée, curieusement, interrogatoire de Yui. C'est bizarre. Ça nous étonne.
Assuming the vocal cord parasite underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high concentration mutagen or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays. Even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays.
N'est-ce pas Bruce Banner?
Meaning the only logical conclusion is that someone added in a beta ray emitter to trigger a mutation. Those beta rays leaked out from inside the equipment. Because the emitter was retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor.
Ah bah c'est étonnant.
That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite kill everyone?
Or maybe you thought it'd reveal a way to treat the parasite without using the Wolbachia. And with that much to barter, I suppose some people would welcome even a pathetic cur like you.
Just stop it!
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus. A way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices. You've been in frequent contact with people in America. A private biotech company. A client of which is DARPA. And they are connected
Ah oui,
to
DARPA.
Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them
Encore.
a parasite in exchange for your safety.
Encore.
This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite
C'est sérieux.
exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite has failed. Your bullshit ends now. And don't think you're leaving here alive.
Non mais le mec, il a pas de race. Non mais c'est chaud. Là il a même pas essayé de se défendre quoi.
Weather will clear shortly.
Et Cypher l'a exploité, plus ou moins exploité pendant 9 ans. En l'obligeant à construire le Silentropus, même si bon il était quand même un peu d'accord. Et que bon il avait fait péter la Mother Base un peu pour être sous leur protection. Et là il veut retourner chez eux. En leur disant ouais non mais de toute façon même si je me suis barré, je vous ai plus ou moins trahi, j'ai moyen de vous filer une arme bactériologique hyper puissante. Gros enculé. Enfin voilà, je suis désolé. Oh mon dieu, j'ai perdu mes fonctions en ligne. Pourquoi je ne sais pas.